Please wait. Okay, it should be going now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome down to Cranky Sam. We're going to get started with bingo here in just a couple of minutes. If you're too afraid to play because it's too complicated for you, like these folks up here, I know you couldn't handle it, so I understand. But if you're brave enough to try, we'll start the first of 5 games here in just a moment. Again, if you haven't gotten a card yet and are still interested, why don't you come on up to the table? We can sort you out from here. All righty, folks. This is your last call to grab a slip. We'll be closing this game in 1 minute.
Can I get a pair?
You can, yeah. How many can I get you? So they come in sets of 3 for $3. So you get 1, 2, 3 for $3.
I'll just get the $3 version.
You can. There you go. Thanks so much. Give us your ones. Oh, did I guilt you into it? Do it. I knew I'd get you. If you do, you better tip me 80% because I was the one that made you do it. It's only fair, right? Plus 50% fee for, it's complicated. It's the economy these days. Oh, yes. Look, it's always you folks. You never say see me. Could you think it's like that? It's like, say a bit. That's okay. Alrighty, folks, this game is closed. We're going to start with a classic bingo game, a classic bingo win. If you don't know what that is, think back to kindergarten when you used to play bingo. This is our classic bingo wins. That's 5 in any row, column, or diagonal, as long as it's a straight line. Those are the only winners we'll take for this one. We'll find out how much you're playing for here in just a moment. But if not, let's dive into some big bingo. Just a reminder, if you shout bingo early to be funny, I will turn into some kind of feral animal on you for the sake of everyone else. If you do it because you weren't paying attention, I'll just pity you and publicly mock you. So that's your decision to make. No worries. Looking for classic bingo, and we are starting with I-27. I-27. We'll stick around in that I column, and let's go for an I-24. I-24. And just to set up a trilogy, we'll probably make a 4th movie of later. Let's go for I-18. I-18. 3 I's getting us going today. Let's look to heaven with a B7. B7.
7.
And I was just informed that we are playing for $327 for this round. We try not to fart around down here, so thank you all for being a part of that. All of the money that you put in for these rounds goes straight into the pot just for you. Let's get into those G's. How about G50? G50.
Great.
And maybe this one will hit the spot. How about G53? G53. Let's drop you in an O here. This could actually get somebody the win with a perfect card. How about an O67? O67. Let's hit the floor with an N34. N34. Here comes the sun with an O61. Do 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 do. That's 061. Hey there, groovy chicks. How about I-26? I-26. And we have $327 on the line, looking for a classic bingo. Row, column, or diagonal with 5 in a row. We've got you and me and N33. N33. El próximo es O70. That's O70. O70.
I think we'll be okay. Yeah.
And stick around on those O's. How about an O63? O63. Again, check your boards, double check. I've got a feeling we're getting close out there, at least for the people that have been practicing. If you're not doing well right now, this is why we practice, people. How about an ooey gooey I-22-y? I-22. Oh, I might have heard it in the back. Was that a B word? I love what some people consider a loud, proud shout is like, ding. Well, bring it on up then. Let's check it out. Let's see if you just won $327. Now, here's the deal. You can eye her dirtily now. Then if she wins, you have to clap. And then you have to be, did you win? Let's find out. I'm so excited. You think so? Okay, we got a B7 and I-22, a free space, which I get it. Kids are expensive. Get anything you can. A G50 and an O63, my friends. That's a good bingo. Give them a hand. Starting us off with a big win. Now, because this is legal gambling, you can't have any of this money. We have to call the cops. I don't know what kind of person brings a kid to a casino like this. Alrighty, folks, hold your seats. We are going to be coming back around cell for our second round, which will be a pattern round. A pattern round.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. Hey,
Good job, you guys! Yay!
Seriously, it doesn't. I
Should be okay.
text Kennedy. Good guys.
Alrighty, crew, we're going to dive into round 2 of 5 now. Just to let you know, it will be what do we want to call this? An empty diamond? I don't know. It'll pop up here in a second. This is the pattern we'll be looking for the next round. An empty diamond, as empty as my dirty little soul.
heart, soul, whatever.
I know.
As well. This year, what kind of history? Pretty. For sending by more cards, we love them. If you wanted money back, we'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, we have a promotion here. We did. Actually, to be adult. Ah, you betcha.
I ran the bathroom. Oh.
Quick. Have at least 1 minute. I'd say a minute and a half. Thank you, sir. Stuff it down, Brad. That's good.
Just a reminder, everybody, for First Friday down here, we have Left on 10th, an amazing band that, frankly, we don't deserve to have. They usually play in much bigger venues. They got lots of love here in Missoula, and so they'll be coming down. And that's for First Friday.
That's Sam. Except for like 5 loops of dropping off Dodgers, and I was like, I'm just gonna bail now. I got that. Yeah, over to there, but not those folks. I think that's your insurance. Yes, sorry about that. Then
All righty, folks. This is your last call to buy slips for our second of 5 rounds tonight. Come on up to the table. This game will close in 1 minute. Oops. All righty, folks, this game is closed and we are ready to dive in. Just a reminder, regular bingos aren't going to do it this time. This is our pattern for this round. The white cross, I don't know, it's a diamond. It's a diamond. The diamonds are a rich South African's best friend. So, again, just a reminder, I'll pop this back up again, but regular bingos are out. This is your new bingo. Let's drop the bomb here with a B10, B10. Lordy, Lordy, help me. N40, N40. Let's get down to those O's with an O67. O67. We'll do the sweetest little number in the world. That's 16. I-16. Ollie G, it's I-23. I-23. Hold the door, Hodar. Ho, N44. N44.
hold the door.
Get your first G of the night with a G47. G47. Now, if we've got a few numbers down, go ahead and check out that pattern again. Remember, this is the only way to win this round, is to hit up that pattern. Ooh, it's I-22. I-22. We don't know yet. I will let you know as soon as we know. Get on my back, Dad. Listen, I just want to play guitar and dance. That was me at 19. So let's give you I-19. I-19. Except I had no interest in guitar or dance. I just want a degree in rhetoric and public discourse, Dad. Don't want to be a CPA. Let's get your kicks with N36. N36. A couple more I's to pack in here for you. How about an I-25? I-25. I know my friend Janet here likes to get dirty, so how about I-30? I-30. Love you, Janet. She's pretty big, my palm. So we have a totally up. We have a totally up.
Just double checking. I just remember that I got tips that I heard.
Stick around in those ends with an N33. N33. Good. Alrighty, folks. Listen, Dad, I can finally tell you right now. We've moved up from 327 to $381. This is a pot, my friends. So let's keep it alive with 065. 065. Hey, honey bun, here's N41. N41. And much like the time I tried to date a guy who was only 5'3", it's just a little short of real fun. 068. 068. I've never dated like 5'3". I had nothing against it.
I like tall dudes. I always have to run my nose face with.
Tall women like tall dudes, short men like tall dudes. What's the short dudes and the tall ladies supposed to do? Let's go for an I. It's I-17. I-17. Short guy confidence is like this kind of icky. Feeling like I'm a little bit cautious and I don't call it fancy chickens. You're no bantam chickens. Yeah. Let's go for another I. I-24. I-24. They're tiny. They're not good eating. Even their eggs are small, but they're really feisty and nasty. Oh. Here. What do you want to do? Hold on. We'll give you the answer to life, the universe, and everything. N42. N42. So who's that? Never mind. I just learned more about you than I need to know.
I'm a Christian Gout girl, Reed. What do you expect?
Ain't it great with a B8? B8. Slowly but surely break me down as a human and not trust me to be able to handle things as an equal? Because I'm just made of his rib. Let's get down into the G's with a G54. G54. What's wrong with
Like the freedom of choice is that I can choose what I want, even just want.
It's true. You guys can just choose to not respect women in all of their lives, and especially treat the women they live with at home the worst. Look at you. It's 072. 072. I thought of it so much crazy violence against women and the jobs I had. The way the women would talk to them. It's his confidence to hit them. Here's that pattern again, by the way, in case you need to see it. This is the only way to win that 381.
Yeah.
$381. Dang, that's good money. Dang, it's a trip and a half to Costco and a tank of gas, at least 5 hot dogs. You know, the Costco ones, and a drink. And they lived happily ever after at the end of the story. Oh, 75. Oh, 75. I tell this. It's just how I found those people to treat other women out in the real world as well, which is usually kind of bringing down the whole idea of equality. He. It's B3. B3. And I'm judging you for saying that's why I generally have a kind of generally really let's read now how the kids act. I've seen too many kids just dismiss their female classmates because you're just a dumb girl. It's like a stupid mom. My dad calls her stupid all the time. I'm like, oh,
That is that's true. That is so.
you gotta stop hate with I-28. I-28. So whereas how like my mom kind of runs an asshole just because she's better at numbers and stuff. But like you know, they're really equal in a lot of their stuff as well. Yeah. Let's give you another B here. You only need one, but how about B15? Is that the one you need? B15. And let's go for another B11. B11.
I mean, I feel like when you look at me and all the things you know about me, like it makes sense. Like I'm pretty.
Again, it's just my call. Let's get into those I's again. You actually need 2 of those. How about an I-20? I-20. So just, I mean, because I've, it doesn't help that I'm never going to have like a traditional lifestyle. And so I just kind of figure all that's off and we should rebuild a world that works great for everybody. And a lot of times I see some of that, not necessarily what you're saying, like some of that true trad life thing to be like, so did you come out of his rib? Is that why you can't have an opinion? Let's watch a flick and B6. That didn't work at all. Listen, I'm trying my best here. B6. And from B6 to G56, G56. I also have a lot of baggage, like emotional and historical, over this kind of situation. So I'm sorry I don't really come down on you. But I've just seen a lot in this. Of the crazy, just how things work is not after, but before. Before. Not me. There's any interest in telling people how to live their lives, but if you bring it up, don't be late with N38. N38. Are you guys paying attention? Do we need to look at we should be getting close on this pattern. I can feel it off of a couple of you. Check that pattern again. Now double check some numbers here. See how you're doing. And it's just like heaven with I-27. I-27. What's the total on? 381. We're buying it by let's go from I-27 to N37. N37. I'll just stay poor. Keep eating ramen. Ain't it nifty to have G50, G50. You will cross the river Styx with I-26, I-26. OMG, it's 073. 073.
And the others, like, and again, this is nothing to choose, just what I can give it some background. It's like I grew up in the God hates fags time. You know what I mean? So Christianity was, as much as some people were trying to pretend like they're being nice, in general, they weren't. And they were doing it in the name of love. And that's particularly painful.
Let's have some fun with 061. 061.
So whereas I think like individual faith is really cool, and I think there's lots of that if you look at like a French woman going, just where does your faith take you? And like where do you end up at the end of this? No matter how positive the build up is supposed to be.
Let's get into those O's again with an 070. 070. Folks, it's just a diamond. Wait, do we have one? Oh, no, we just had her get one number finally. Oh, we're one away. Okay, we have at least one person one away. Let's give what I like to call the lazy Satan. 6. Then they needed a nap. 066. 066.
Something that always makes me sad. I think that you can make whatever assumptions you're gonna be, and I can't control that.
And
But
stuff about hate.
I'm kind of them, like I do think it's somewhat thing to treat someone differently, or especially poorly, because of how they treat their life. It's very sad.
It's good to choose to live their life versus like how little God supposedly made me.
I can't drive 55. G55. Holy, got a bingo coming up. Okay, we got possibly 2 bingos. Could it be 3? Could it be 4? Okay, so here's the deal. Bring your cards up, and then you guys have to hot Jello wrestle after this to find out who really wins. I got my money on you. You look feisty, lady. Let's check this one first here. We got a B4, an I-19, and an I-28, an N-36, and an N-33, a G-55 and 56, and an O-68. My friends, that is one good bingo. Give him a hand. And let's see how you did. Yes, there we are. We got 10, 22, 28, 33, 38, 55, 54, and 70. That is 2 good bingos, my friends. Looking at a win about 190 each, I believe, if I'm good at math, which I am not. As previously mentioned, arts and comm degree. That's okay, because sharing is caring, you guys. Come on now. Put a little love in the fun. All right, folks. Once we get the cash divvied out to these folks, we'll be right back around to sell you for round 3 of 5. It will be another classic bingo. Classic bingo.
Yes, you come around here. Oh, and that's your grandma.
Well, that's because they're not really a real conversation around cut off for 2 seconds like some dumb jokes. So I hear you. They're probably not the best at grandbabies. So sit down. Grandbabies. Tomorrow. 100 nipples. Forgot the last time I asked about them, I'm like, what's this trade? How can one more? It's scandal over this one. Don't mess with that. Yeah, there's working that casually. They make sure it's still You should go. Three. You guys can sneak back there and just let us know. See that blue one? I don't know. Back there. Oh.
Alrighty, friends, this is your 1 minute call before we close the game. If you'd like to play in our classic bingo round, this is round number 3 of 5. Come on up to the table. This game will close in 1 minute. Oakley dokley, folks. This game is closed. Well, just a reminder, we are looking for a classic win for this round. That's 5 in a row in any column, diagonal, or row. 5 in a row in any row. Let's start it off big here with an 074. 074. I'm filled with glee with an I-23, I-23. Not after, but before. Before. Looking for a classic bingo win here. The answer to the great question 42N42. You son of a gun with 061. 061. Oh, he's a dirty one with N31. That was a stretch, but it was okay. N31. You try to come up with like 10 different rhymes for the number 7, for God's sakes. It's not easy. Let's get down to those G's. How about a G58? G58. Cuckoo-ca-choo. 062. 062. Nice. And I'm sorry, folks, the pot dropped quite a bit. I hope you're not disappointed. It's a measly $363. So if you just want to give up now and leave, I'll just take it and go home. Sorry to be such a disappointment. Ain't it divine with an N39, N39. I simply adore N44, N44. And again, looking very classic bingo from an N44 to an I24. I24. I like my bread leavened with G47. See, what rhymes with 7, you guys? G47. I use heaven and 7 and 11 all the time.
Kelvin.
It's 0 degrees Kelvin with N47, maybe. I can't drive 55 G55 because I'm always going at least 10 under the speed limit. You, me, and B3. B3. Well, look at you. 072. 072. Don't be late for N38. N38. We got nice and clean I-17, I-17. Oh, we got a bingo call. Everybody, hold your cards, please. Hold your cards. Prove it. Prove it. We got another one. Bring them on up. Anybody else? Anybody else want to jump on this bandwagon of winners we got going here? We got a B4 and I-17, a free space. Really? You can't afford your own damn space? It's for people that really need it, sir. It's a G a mooch. That's a G58 and an O72. That is one good bingo. Oh, see, and this guy didn't even need to use a free space. He can stand up on his own bootstraps. Can you stand on bootstraps? I don't know. We got a 3, 17, 31, 47, and 61. That is two good bingos. Give a hand, y'all. Looking at about 180, 150 for each of you. So congratulations. Don't worry if you didn't make it. And have you stick around if you don't mind. I'll pick the next pattern. And again, folks, I do not mean to beat a dead horse, but there's going to be an amazing band here on for First Friday. Something trying to make it down. It's going to be a great show. Did my boss ask me to say that? Yes. Do I know what the band is? No. Do I care? Not really. He's like, they're coming all the way from Bozeman. I'm like, cool. She's counting out your money right now, by the way. In case you're wondering, like, dude, what are you doing? Don't stress me out. I'm really busy.
Thank you very much. Yay.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Stick around a little bit.
Yeah,
All right, folks, we're going to pick your next pattern, and then we will be around to get you the next set of cards. Sir. Actually. Classics, obviously. Four corners is always a classic.
Okay.
It's a nice kind of like quicker game.
Quick one, yeah.
I got inside square. These, if you can imagine, it's almost like a blackout. It takes
Yeah.
forever. So does that. That also, but you
Yeah.
never know. X's, crosses. We just did that one.
Yeah.
But there's like a fun check
A
mark
little check mark. Okay.
or like a pyramid.
Okay.
And we can either do it just like this, or it could be facing in any direction.
Wow.
Which really just means you on anybody's card, they just need like one whole row and then three.
Okay, gotcha.
So that one can actually go for it. There's a full martini glass,
Wow.
an empty martini glass. There's a goalpost, a free throw. I don't know, sports. You know, when they do the kiki through the
Yeah.
thingies. There's a heart,
Oh,
which
that's
takes
cute.
forever, or there's the empty heart, which doesn't take as long to see
Wow.
how it's empty.
It might go X.
No, go for X.
Yeah.
Okay, we got airplanes, kites.
I didn't know there was so many options.
Oh, and there's 10 times more of these. But I'll just go for a good old
Yeah,
X.
I like that.
Great.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
man.
Yep, you betcha. All right, the decision has been made. Don't blame me. I'm too pretty. For our fourth of 5 rounds, we will be doing a good old classic X marks the spot. X marks the winner. Don't worry, we'll pop that up again a few more times before we dive into our fourth of 5 games.
notes. I'm so sorry. I was like, I played for East. Well, great. It's just. They did around. Go back. Where?
All righty, folks. Last call to join game 4 of 5. We're doing the big X marks the spot. You'd like to come on up here to grab a card if we missed you somewhere. Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's okay. I'm in a odd mood recently as well.
Being in a range of
No, I'm sorry. I got too personal, went too far. It's definitely not cool of me. I just spent most of my life like
that's
kind of having to have these conversations for survival. That when I'm not guarded well,
that's scary.
it kind of all that ire kind of builds up in me. And but that doesn't. No, that's okay. Oh, it's not a sore spot. It's just like life. It's like, well, guess what? That's what back in my day. Um, but no, I tend to kind of fall into it as if like I'm still battling for the survival of my battling for the right to live, frankly. And so sometimes that comes out, especially when I'm kind of split minded, if you will.
Alrighty, crew. This game is closed.
It's a couple in my pocket.
Just so you know, just a reminder, this is the Big X. That's the only one that matters. One. A Big X marks the spot for a winner. And let's start it off right with G48. G48. How do I love thee? How about N33? N33. Except there's no N's. God. Would you just die already, you old hag? Jeez. I love her. She's my favorite. Actually, it was out at my 82 or 92-year-old grandma's house. That's what I was saying to her, too. And we laughed and laughed. How about a G50? G50. And as was shouted out, we will not be calling any of the ends as long as I remember that. And if I mess it up, you can yell at me, but then I will be pissy and defensive afterward because tall white American men are the biggest snowflakes. No big deal. Let's go for B11. B11. Woo. And stay in those B's with a B3. B3.
2B3 or not? Nope. We're 2B3.
Let's get into that B15. B15. It's a B bonanza here. How about another one? Let's get Shakespearean up in this B. To be or not B2. That is the question. B2.
There's only so many.
Let's party hunty with I-20. I-20. How about the best diagnosis anybody could ask for? How about B9? B9. Next up is N. I'm just kidding. Simmer down. Let's go for a G56. G56. Finally legal to drink. I-21. I-21. Ain't it divine with a G49. G49. And they all lived happily ever after. Oh, 75. Oh, 75. Is that a manatee? No, it's G53. G53. That was a stretch. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, 65. Oh, 65. Says little bit with that.
Did that?
264.
230.
It's my favorite vitamin, B12, B12. I can't drive G55, G55. What's up?
200.
We have the end of the story, but let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. B1. B1. We have a daintier pot, which is fine. It's a good sturdy, still $234. So again, if it's too small for you, you can just give it to me. I don't mind at all. I will take that major sacrifice for you. How about an I-27? I-27. On three, can everybody boo this person? 3, 2, 1. Boo. And now that her self-esteem is completely ruined, that makes me happy. So let's move back to some bingo numbers with an 062. 062. She called the B word early as a joke. Thought it was so funny. Ugh. That's all right. I'm sure she's very sweet, just like the sweetest little number in the world, 16. I-16. You see this game? Jackass. Yeah, so one of them, they had this guy go to like very serious bingo hall in Vegas. Get up in those G's with a G47. G47. They made him because they're on like calls with him. They made him keep like being like, nope, called again. And the people were like, it was like they're
Like, call.
like him kept calling bingo and his two numbers called and said,
Yep.
dropping the bomb with a B10. B10. I mean, they were ready for the go on. And they're never supposed to say no. Well, and he was throwing it off again. He would do it like 4 or 5 times every game. And they made him shout it really big and then run up like he won every time. Let's get up to those G's with the G60. G60.
I'm ready for me.
I'm feeling lucky with a B13. Lucky number B13. What you got going on?
There goes now. I've been playing looks good.
It's coming up on the 6th to 11%.
Yeah. But it's like 12-hour days starting from here. So it's hectic.
Let's jump in our V6 with a B6. B6. Do you work for like a particular like part of it? Or?
Just help, like, do what needs to be done. It's just an internship, so it's not.
So you're not specifically at, right?
Yeah, I don't have a title. I'm just like an intern.
Which is probably great because then you get to float around.
Yeah, it's experience. So
Back down to those O's with an O 67. O 67. Remember looking for that X marks the spot. Let's go for a G. G58. G58. How about a B? B8. B8. Thanks. Have a good one, guys. Bye, guys. Once these kids get out of here, we'll tell them the real secrets. Get on out of here. I know them, kind of. It's fine. Maybe. Who knows? Let's get dirty with an I-30. I-30. And stick around to those eyes with an I-20. I-25. I-25. And another I. I-19. I-19. I giggle with glee for 073. 073. And nothing rhymes with 7 for G57. G57.
just so that
Pretty much charmed. Having some fun with the G51. G51. And from G51, let's go to O61. Oh, 6-1. Hold your cards. We could have a winner. Bring it on up here. Let's see what you got. We have 2 winners. Oh my gosh, I think we might have another 2 winners again. Let's see. I know. She hates math. Stop doing this to her. We got a 10, 3, 19, 21, 47, 53, 61, and 75. That is one good bingo, friends. Which means your cards are garbage. Oh, stay up here with me, darling. Or again, I will happily take it. Trust me. Just went to buy dog food today, and I was like, good God. Let's go for B11 and 9, 25 and 21, 58 and 56 and 73 and 61. That is also a good bingo. Give them a hand. Congratulations, y'all. We're looking at 117. Having, by the way, having multiple winners on multiple rounds is kind of odd, but we're spreading the wealth here, you know? It's what we're here for. All righty, folks, we're going to play one more quick game. We're going to do a four corners game to end the night. That is four corners, if you've heard of it. Just doing one more game that will send you out into the nightmare that is the real world. You'll be away from my safe and hairy bosom, out there in the naughtiness of the world. And it's been like, come. They used to be like, come, clutch at my hairy bosom. Remember, it is the final bingo. If you want to dive into it, let's party. Alrighty, folks. Last call to join our last round of Four Corners round of bingo. Got a bunch of things. It's my 12. I got 350s in there. It's like I'm here's a good 20 last year. Just gathering my balls around. Just I yeah, I like the cheaper in G spot. Or like dumb and oh, this one fits in small G. In the gates. Four corners. I'll show it quickly, anyways. Hey, thanks, buddy. Oh, it's just you. Never mind. Alrighty, friends, this game is closed. Just to review / catch you up, regular bingos will not do for this round. We're looking for four corners, and that is it. That means I will not be calling I's, N's, or G's because a couple of these people over here, just the BO, just the sweaty BO. So I swear one of these ladies over here is going to have me for lunch. All right, folks, now the BO up in here as I have been since the first heat wave. Let's start it off hot and dirty with a G067. 067. And we got another O for you, Ellen. Just a little too short to have fun with. An 068. 068. And let's get into those B's with a B14, B14. And go for that final bingo for four corners. Let's match that B14 with a B12. B12. Oh, Paul Yorick, I knew him well. To be or not be two? That is the question. Let's go back to those O's with an 070. 070. And let's get your kicks from 066. Oh, man, really? Hold on. I don't trust her. She's been trouble all night. She already won once. Oh, but she did have to share it. That's true. We get any other four quarters? Last call. We can't have her win the whole pot. It'd be rude. Somebody come steal some from her. No, nothing. No. We don't even have the count on the pot yet, so I'm giving her a second to count. But we do have a B2, a B12, an O66, and I hate to admit it, an O70. You, ma'am, are finally a solo winner here in our final countdown of bingo. We'll find out how much it was in just a second. Folks, thank y'all so much for coming down. We're down here every Tuesday night. And a big reminder, this Friday, we're going to have a great band playing here starting at 8 p.m. I believe it's free, right? It's probably free, I assume. You can also, if you'd like something a little more mentally challenging, why don't you come down for Wednesdays and trivia? The host is super tall and like handsome and really smart and witty, and but mostly he's just so just subtle and yeah. I mean, he's just the best. Just the best. There's 63. Would that have done it for you? Okay. So it wasn't that close. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me? Saying it better be next week. I gotta go catch this family down the street. I hope I don't freak them out too far.
Crazy. There, she all the burning pencils when she got it. Which fucking crazy.
Someone else. Someone else. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still plenty more happening.
This one, once. Well, I'm looking to see if I have any more. Share with you. It's real. And so, yes. Neat.